What up, YouTube, man? What's good? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tone, K Protest Sports back with another one today. Sorry for the video quality. I'm on my laptop. It's not the best webcam in the world, but today's live is talk about all the NFL free agency stuff. I'm gonna dive into all the transactions on the NFL free agency. Talk about who went who stayed where they went, who stayed put. It's a lot of a lot of high key free agents still in the market as we still in the tampering period, which is the first 48 hours before the actual league year starts, which is Wednesday. So I expect to see a lot more transactions. But today, I'm gonna briefly talk about all the ones that happened today. I'm gonna take any questions you guys may have, any opinions you may have. My number is in the text box in the live chat. So if you have any questions and all that, you can just pop up on it and answer any. I can answer any question you might have. So let's start with the transactions, man. The big one, the elephant in the room. I'm gonna get this one out the way. DeAndre Hopkins got traded from the Houston Texans to the Arizona Cardinals in exchange for David Johnson and I think a second round pick. I'm about to double check now, so give me 1 second on the app. Um, so that's just crazy. I'm about to check the compensation right now on NFL. Yeah, so Houston is sending Hopkins in a fourth round pick to Arizona, and Arizona is trading David Johnson, a second round pick, and a fourth rounder in 2021 in return for DeAndre Hopkins' services. Insane! The Texans are asinine. They're retarded. I don't know what the fuck they thought that was. What kind of bullshit they just pulled today? But Bill O'Brien should be fired. That is retarded. I don't know what the hell that came out of left field. I heard some trade rumors. You didn't get a one for a number one wide receiver, a legit number one wide receiver. I'm not talking about a low end number one like an Alshon Jeffrey, something like that. That's kind of not really a great receiver, but a good one. Um, that's weird. Get this call on. I said, you can comment down below your thoughts, or you can just call in and ask too. That's also cool. But yeah. What about to say? Yeah, this train is crazy. I don't understand why um they would do that. Also another trade that happened today, Hayden Hurst was traded from the Ravens to the Falcons, as the Falcons did lose Austin Hooper in the tampering period. That was expected. They weren't going to retain Austin Hooper. They did not franchise tag him, so obviously they weren't going to keep Austin Hooper. But Austin Hooper did walk. He did leave Atlanta and signed with Cleveland. I'll talk about that in a second. So after that move was proceeded, um, Hayden Hurst was sent to the Falcons in exchange for a 2 and a 5, and Hurst and a 4 goes back to hold up, yeah. Hurst and a 4 goes to Atlanta, while Baltimore receives Atlanta's 2 and their 5. I think that's probably a pretty even trade for both parties. I think Hayden Hurst's trade value might be a little higher. I guess they gave the 2 they got for Mohamed Sanu. I guess they kind of broke even on that. They got Hayden Hurst to have a second round pick. So it's not that bad for the Atlanta Falcons. He is still on a rookie contract. And he has a ton of talent. He just hadn't got the reps because you got all these tight ends. You got Mark Andrews and Nick Boyle. They have too many tight ends in Baltimore, so he wasn't seeing enough playing time, enough snaps. So I think with more snaps, you should see who Hayden Hurst really is in this league. And he was a former first round pick, so he's definitely immensely talented. That was a good trade for both teams. Atlanta needed a tight end to lose Austin Hooper, and also the Ravens were surplus of tight ends, so they moved one to get some draft capital to improve their team in other areas. So that wasn't bad at all. Also, Calais Campbell got acquired from the Ravens in exchange for a fifth round pick. That happened on Friday, I believe. The Jags are in complete rebuild mode, so I think it's a win for them, just getting rid of Calais Campbell, getting his salary off the books. And also, Calais Campbell got an extension also from the Ravens, I think for 2 years, $27 million. That's a nice hefty extension for him. Uh, so that's all the trades that happened. All the people that got tagged. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Right now, so I'm looking. For tracker. Keen Trade got the transition tag. Brandon Scherf got the franchise tag, the exclusive franchise tag. So did Dak Prescott get the exclusive franchise tag as well. Matt Judon for the Ravens got tagged as well. Who else got tagged? I'm trying to find the guys that got tagged. But those are notable players that got tagged. AJ Green, guys like that got the tag. Nani Kadakwe from the Jaguars, he also got tagged as well. Chris Jones for the Chiefs. A lot of notable players got tagged over the past few couple of days. Hunter Henry as well. So took up a lot of the big free agents off the market. So that's that for the guys that got tagged. All the transactions, a lot of transactions. So I really can't get to all of them. I'll talk about the elephant in the room with DeAndre Hopkins getting traded. Also, Shaq Barrett also got tagged too. I forgot about him. And Derrick Henry and Bud Dupree were the guys that got tagged. And Justin Simmons as well. And Leonard Williams got tagged. That's a very interesting one. I was surprised they put the exclusive franchise tag on him. That's extremely weird. But before I get to the transaction that happened today, I'm going to get to the available. The highest free agents are still available. It's a lot of high free agents still available. Amari Cooper is still available. Soon to be former wide receiver of the Dallas Cowboys after that Dak Prescott got tagged. They're not keeping Amari Cooper. There's no way they can give Amari Cooper $18 and $19 million a year while trying to work out a long-term deal with Dak Prescott. Sorry for coughing. No corona over here. All right, no corona. Chill. But yeah, with that being said, they're not keeping Amari. There's no way in hell. They can't pay $50 million to two freaking players on the roster. I'm gonna get to your question in 1 second. So also my numbers in the description if you want to call in. But yeah, back to Amari. They're not keeping him. So I think some suitors for Amari would probably be the Eagles. I think they'd probably be the first team to jump on Amari since they are in the NFC East. They've seen what Amari Cooper can do. I think the Washington Redskins are also in the discussions for Amari Cooper. I think the Redskins are going to pass on Coop off the fact that his salary is so high. His salary demands are so high. And I don't think the Redskins are going to be able to meet those demands. So but those are a couple of teams. The Pittsburgh Steelers are kind of another team in mind to have another player to team up with Juju Smith-Schuster. There's a few teams that use the number one wide receiver in this league right now. I would say the Arizona Cardinals, but they just acquired Nuke Hopkins, so I think they're fine. But there's a couple of teams that are looking for Amari Cooper services. Jadeveon Clowney is also one of the highest free agents available as well. Soon-to-be former Seahawks defensive end. Jadeveon's an interesting case. For one, his contract demands are a little high, but the production doesn't match. And it's not his fault. The scheme made him eat a lot of double teams and do the little things instead of making these big explosive plays that he always makes with the strip sacks and all that good jazz. He wasn't doing that last year. He only had 3.5 sacks. So his contract could be very interesting. It could be like one of those one year prove it deals, or it could be a long-term deal, but not the money he's asking for. So that's very interesting. I think teams can use an edge rusher. The Giants can definitely use an edge rusher. The Jets can use an edge rusher. The Jaguars, but the Jaguars don't have the cap space. They trade Calais Campbell to create cap space. So did they create that cap space to sign Jadeveon Clowney, or did they create for something else? Maybe they might trade Nick Foles before this tampering period's over with. Maybe they had a cap space, but I doubt Nick Foles is getting moved anytime soon. So I think they're probably out in the market for Jadeveon Clowney services. But definitely those two teams would definitely really need an edge rusher in the worst way. I would say the Eagles too could maybe use another edge rusher, but not at that price. Maybe might be a little too steep in my opinion. But that's interesting. Let me answer this question for Outlaw King 757. What up, man? What the hell the Redskins doing? He's saying Bruce Allen's back in the front office. It's the tampering period, man. Chill, bro. Just stay calm, man. They're doing the right thing so far. I know Eric Flowers signed with the Dolphins today. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But at the same token, did you really think they're gonna pay Brandon Sheriff top shelf money and also keep Eric Flowers here? That's kind of a toughie. It's a salary cap league. It's a hard cap league. They like Wes Martin out of Indiana. They drafted last year, so they might even move Sheriff to left and have Wes at right. I don't know, but I think the Redskins should right now do is just focus on re-signing Brandon Sheriff to a long-term contract to get out the franchise tag and get out that steep tag price. But as of right now, I think they're doing the right things. I don't have any complaints right now with the Redskins offseason so far. They made the right moves. They cut the right guys to create cap space, and now they'll reap the benefits of it over time. But let's get to the people who got paid. Let's get to that. Ryan Tannehill. Let's start with Ryan Tannehill. Who just left? Come on back. Ryan Tannehill, quarterback for the Titans, led into an AFC Championship berth appearance last year. He just got paid a 4-year, $118 million contract with 91 of it guaranteed, and 62 of that is fully guaranteed. I mean, it's a good move for the Titans. They didn't overpay Tannehill, to be honest. It's better than getting him on a franchise tag for over 30. So yeah, I'm under 30, and they got him a long term. It's not that bad. It's cool. I think it's Flowers leaving hurt. Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah. So that being said, so getting Tannehill wasn't a bad deal, in my opinion. That was actually a pretty good contract. Byron Jones just signed a contract earlier today. Not to sign, but he agreed to a deal with the Miami Dolphins to be the highest paid cornerback in the NFL. Good move for both teams. A good move for both teams. How my foot went to sleep. Sorry. Yeah, good move for both teams. Byron Jones was not staying in Dallas, as you know. They couldn't afford him, Amari, and Dak, so they had probably picked one out of three if they couldn't get a long-term contract with Dak. And with Dak getting the tag, they had to choose one of the three, and they choose Dak, of course. So he wasn't staying in Dallas, so the best move is to get the most money you can get possible, and the Dolphins pay the bag. So they pay the bag. You can keep straggling along and go chase that bag. Go chase the bag, bro. You gotta go get the bag. You don't got no big. These NFL careers ain't long, bro. Go get the bag, bro. That's a must. You gotta go get the bag. But Eric Armstead also got signed by the 49ers. He got re-signed for a 5-year, $85 million contract with 48.5 guaranteed. Huge move. Because after the other move I'm gonna talk about later, that I kind of talked about earlier today. They had to do this. It was just definitely a smart move. This is after they traded DeForest Buckner after doing a sign and trade with the Indianapolis Colts. So he signed them to an extension that's worth $21 million per season and sent him to Indy for a first-round pick in return. So with that being said, they had to re-up on Eric Armstead, or they lost 2 defensive linemen to 1. So they had to keep either DeForest or Eric. They decided to keep Eric and send DeForest to send DeForest away to get elite draft compensation. They had a 13th pick in the draft now. So I think it's a win-win. The Colts get an elite defensive player that bolsters their defense even more. But they give a really steep price. But I think it's really worth it because DeForest is in his prime of his career. He's not like in his 30s or anything like that. He's still in his mid-20s. So that being said, I do think that's a nice move for the Colts, getting a defensive player that's elite at his position and getting him for the long term. So that's always good. Jack Conklin signed a 3-year, $40 million deal today with the Cleveland Browns. That includes $30 million fully guaranteed. Um, them getting Conklin does help the offensive line a lot. They need offensive line help, and getting a really good right tackle is pretty good. He's getting almost paid left tackle money. So would he go to left tackle? Maybe, but I kind of doubt it. We'll see. Andy Costanzo stayed with the Colts for 2 years, $33 million. That's pretty solid in my opinion. Devin McCourty stayed with the Patriots for 2 years, $23 million. Didn't overpay. 17 for the guarantee. It's not bad. Javon Hargrave, definitely a really solid football player. He signed with the Eagles for 3 years, $39 million. I think they might have overpaid a little bit for Javon, but I think he'll be just fine. He'll be in a nice rotation with Fletcher Cox. And I don't think Timmy Jennings on the team anymore, but definitely with Fletcher Cox and some others that are actually pretty solid in this league today, in today's game. Jason Pierre-Paul got JPP got a re-up for the Buccaneers for 2 years, $27 million. Austin Hooper, the biggest free agent from the tight end position, got a 4-year agreement with the Cleveland Browns for $42 million, which includes $23 million fully guaranteed. That means David Njoku's gone. That spells the end of David Njoku in Cleveland. Could they keep both of you? But you don't spend a first-round pick on David Njoku to make him a second tight end. This is why Hayden Hurst got traded today. So, with that being said, I expect David Njoku to be on the trade market and for someone to acquire David Njoku as soon as possible. James Bradbury, 24th on the free agent list. He got signed to the he's intending to sign a 3-year, $40 million contract with includes $32 million guaranteed from the New York Giants. The Washington Redskins were kind of on James Bradbury's tail for most of the offseason, but the Giants came in and paid him back. The bag is $15 million. That's what he was looking for. That's what he got from the Giants. Good deal from the Giants to get a really good corner in this league, almost a borderline elite corner in this league. I won't call him elite yet. He has to show me a little more production first, but he's definitely a damn good corner. I think that's a really, really good deal. I don't know how the defensive system in New York will match the one he had in Carolina. If they do the same thing that they did in Carolina, yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So if they use him like they did in Carolina, then James Bradbury should really be just fine in New York. Graham Glasgow got signed by the Broncos. He's a former Lion. He got 4 years, $44 million with $25 million guaranteed. The Broncos need to fortify the offensive line to help Drew Lock be successful in this league. Drew Lock has all the talent in the world. We saw some really good flashes from him. But in order for him to continue to progress as a quarterback in this league, you need the offensive line. So Kyle Van Noy also went to the Dolphins for a bag. He got a bag. Big bag. Big bag. Big bag. He signed a 4-year, $51 million contract with $30 million guaranteed in his pocket. Free bags. Kyle Van Noy is definitely a solid linebacker. Is he worth this kind of money? No, he's not. The Dolphins overpaid, but whatever. They didn't rebuild him. Who cares? I'm sorry. With the Texans for 3 years, $36 million to remain in Houston. Michael Brocker signed with the Ravens. I didn't see this one coming. Oh shoot. Michael Brocker got a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Ravens that includes $21 million fully guaranteed. The Ravens are really bolstering defensive line, boy. Acquiring Calais Campbell and now getting Michael Brockers to double down on it. They're trying to win a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson on the rookie contract. They're not playing no games. Good move by the Ravens. They're not playing any games. They're trying to win a contract before they got to play Lamar Jackson all this freaking money. They're going all in to win now, and that's smart. Another notable free agent, Nick Kolowski. Is that his name? I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to pronounce his name, bro. I'm sorry, but he did leave the Chicago Bears to sign with the Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. Keep forgetting they're in Vegas now. For 3 years, $21 million. That's 13.5 million guarantees. The deal has max of 24 million with incentives. Interesting contract. I think he's definitely a solid linebacker in this league. Kind of overshadowed by Dan Trevathan and Roquan Smith in Chicago. So we'll see how he does with more snaps and more opportunities. I'm very, very intrigued to see what this guy can do. In my opinion, might slightly overpay for him, but I think it'd be fine because I think he'd be worth it because the snaps he's getting. Let's see any. Oh yeah, Vita got paid by the Lions. Yeah, 5 years, 50 million. Definitely a solid tackle, but he's a backup for most of his career. So we'll see what he can do now as a starter full time. Christian Kirschley, I don't know too much about this guy. We did get a 2-year, $16 million with the Packers. He's pretty productive and healthy from what I've noticed. But 2 years, $16 million is not bad. It's not bad of a flyer for a Packers team who's going to probably lose Blake Martinez. So that's not bad. Shaq Lawson went to the Dolphins as well. 3 years, $8 million. Shaq Lawson was not productive in Buffalo, so I'm wondering what a new scenery would do for him. And Brian Flores is a really good defensive coach, so we'll see what he can get out of him in Miami. Weakening defensive division rival to make your team stronger can never go wrong with that. But Shaq Lawson wasn't that productive in Buffalo, so him getting this kind of money, it kind of puzzles me a little bit. But we'll see what he does. David Onamada got signed by the Saints. Read up by the Saints. 3 years, $27 million. Definitely a solid football player. Don't see nothing wrong with this contract at all. Rick Wagner got signed by the Packers from the Lions. So the Lions are getting kind of poached over there. They're getting their stuff snatched. 2 years, $11 million from the Packers. A reasonably done tackle with some pretty good production on the field. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's about it for today. Case Keenum. He got signed by the Browns to be their backup for 3 years, $18 million, which means $10 million guaranteed to just sit on the clipboard. Not bad. And that does it for all the new contracts for the new signees. I think the Browns are huge wins today in this tampering period, getting Austin Hooper, Case Keenum, the backup Baker Mayfield, to re-up on Kareem Hunt on a tender. Getting Jack Conklin, like I said, getting Jack Conklin. What else did they get today? They were going crazy. Getting Austin Hooper, re-up on Kareem Hunt. They were just spending all the money. They were spending the bag. They were spending the bag. They were going crazy. They were going nuts, bro. They were spending all the money. All the money. So yeah, it's crazy. It's been crazy in Cleveland. They've been going nuts. So yeah, getting Hooper, getting Conklin, getting Kareem Hunt back to help your offense a little bit. And also, like I said, Eric Flowers got signed to a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Dolphins as the last contract. Definitely a solid deal. He was very productive for the Washington Redskins last year. So I like to see what I'm very interested we can see do with another team. See if he can continue the momentum he had in Washington last year. But there also another winner today is the Miami Dolphins. getting Byron Jones is definitely a good look. I think he's a really good cover corner. He doesn't force turnovers, but he's definitely a solid cover corner. He can really strap some big receivers in this league. He gave Terry McLaurin a good run for his money in week 2. Gave DeAndre Hopkins some tough matchups when they played the Texans in previous years. Um, he gives receivers trouble in general. Like Alshon Jeffrey, he might struggle a little bit with elite speed sometimes, but that's once in a blue moon. It's like Deshaun Jackson, something like that. But even then, he's fast enough and physical enough to kind of handle that most of the time. So he has all the athletic tools. He's a really good cover corner. He's just forced more turnovers, and that's the only thing I kind of would be puzzled about paying him on that money. But it's cool. It's interesting, to say the least. Um, Also, the Cardinals are a huge win today. They got rid of David Johnson's contract. That's number one. Number two, they got Nuke Hopkins in the deal. It's always nice. They got they re-signed Kenyon Drake on a tender. Um, it's just been a good day for them. Getting a number one wide receiver to team up with Larry Fitzgerald. So when Larry does hang him up, they have a number one receiver in DeAndre Hopkins. It's completely huge. I like Christian Kirk. I like Kyler Murray. I like what they're doing in Arizona. I think Arizona's offense is going to be lit. I think they're going to score a lot of points this year. And they're going to be in a lot of games this year because of Kyler Murray's ability to run and throw the football and ability of Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk, as well as DeAndre Hopkins to catch the football and make plays for them offensively. This is a huge win for them. I'm extremely excited to see what this Cardinals team look like. I'm extremely excited to see what they can do. I'm just extremely, extremely excited to see what they can do. This is crazy, in my opinion. Um, so Browns, Cardinals, and Dolphins are winners for me in today's tampering period. Losers, and also the Titans are a winner because they got to keep their team intact for the most part. Losers, not really losers today. Besides maybe the Falcons, could have to give up a lot to get Hayden Hurst. Um, uh, the 49ers are kind of a winner too. They kind of broke even. They got a first round pick for a really talented football player. They could just free up on another good football player in the draft. So I think they broke even. To be honest with you, so they didn't really lose or win. I say they're winners actually because they got a first round pick for DeForest Buckner. That's pretty good. Losers, there's not really any losers yet, to be honest with you. The only one I think today is definitely the Texans. They traded Nuke Hopkins for a ham sandwich and nothing else. That was just stupid. I don't know what the heck the Texans are thinking, but that's just ridiculous. I would never trade Nuke Hopkins for just little compensation like that. I think it's utterly ridiculous in my opinion. Uh, it's just a shocker, bro. This is just crazy. This is utterly crazy in my eyes. Um, yeah. Try to get people to come on through. So give me a second, kind of pause the stream for a second for people to come on back into the stream. So as a player winners in today's tampering period, but the one loser is definitely Houston. Um, Now some of the high free agents are still out there. Um, Sorry, I'm shooting a text, but there's a lot of hot free agents still left on the market. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of hot free agents on the market right now, and a lot of them that could be gone after day one of the new league year. Could take some time. But definitely shout out to these five teams for winning today: Browns, Niners, Cardinals. Definitely those three most def. The Ravens too. That's incredible. They're definitely a winner too. So it's about six winners coming out of today's tampering period. The Niners won because they got a first round pick for a player who they weren't intending to keep. Um, and the Colts paid them a nice, pretty penny, and they don't have the 13th pick in the draft anymore. So it's always good to know. Um, yeah. So the Ravens are winners because they picked up Michael Brockers and picked up Calais Campbell. That's just crazy. They got crazy pass rush coming this year. Um, the Browns are winners this year because they got the best tight end available in free agency. They got the best tackle available in free agency in Jack Conklin, and then they kept Kareem Hunt, so that's always nice. Um, oh, who else? The Cardinals are a big winner because they got Nuke Hopkins and they got of David Johnson's contract. That's just incredible. I can't believe the Texans got finessed like that. That's utterly insane. Um, yeah, I think that might do it for the stream. Um, I'll probably go live on Facebook later on. To just re up on this stream and tell people to come hop on this stream and play back. You guys take it easy. If you rate, comment, subscribe if you're new. Also, put some sports video, man. Um, put God first out the way, and always remember, be safe out here, man. With this COVID-19 out here, man. Just be safe, be very healthy, be very careful what you do, what you touch, and just stay safe and stay healthy out there, guys. Take it easy, man. Peace.